Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. Folks, you know what you can do with Safety Systems? Well, when you're out of town, they can set it up to where you can watch your house on your smartphone or tablet from anywhere in the world. You can just look right into your house. You can turn lights on, turn lights off. Absolutely incredible technology to protect your home and your family and your belongings. And everyone wants to protect their belongings. Safety Systems. Now let's go over to one of their belongings, the Safety Systems scoreboard, where Chuck Cavaleris is standing next to today's scores, which aren't real pretty. We'll start, guys. We've got back on the set Jimmy, Sterling, David, Daniel, Chuck, of course. Chuck, does anything stand out to you? I'll start with you. Anything stand out to you in terms of grades?
Well, I guess we'll go with Daniel Hood and our asterisk here and then the 5. And we need an explanation for that, my man.
All right. Jalen Reese-Maven, 21 tackles, played an incredible game. I couldn't just give him a bad grade. It just in the heart can't do it when a guy plays that well. And then to the DBs, I gave him a 5 because we held him to 4.8 yards an attempt, which is an incredible number. Forced 2 interceptions, and that's even with the defensive line leaving 7 sacks on the field. And so when I looked at it, you know, it's easy to say, yeah, we gave up 3 passing touchdowns and everything else, but I can't put all the blame on them because they got 2 interceptions. They held them to 4.8 yards an attempt. I mean, that's an incredible number. I mean, you shoot for 7.5.
He gives opinion, then he backs it up with stats.
Yeah,
He's
really.
my new favorite, my new favorite analyst.
John, can we point out real quick, I do believe that is the only 5 on the board.
Maybe. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Chuck. You always write with the orange pen.
Yes.
That can't pick up on TV. So if you need to write, use the black one.
All right.
So
What are we going to give Chuck for that?
yeah, I'm going to get a 1 for the wrong pen. Guys, your thoughts on Dobbs? I mean, I thought this offseason said he had a high ceiling. I didn't think he was this Heisman guy, Superman, that could carry the team regardless of what's around him. A lot of people did. Now your thoughts on Dobbs. I mean, he's human.
I didn't think he played very well. I didn't think his accuracy was there. The receivers didn't help him at all. The receivers didn't get open. I thought that was very disappointing. But Dobbs also made, I thought, some decisions either on the zone read or options that were questionable. Yeah. On one play, he had Hurd if he just pitches it to him. Hurd's got the corner and he kept it. There were some zone reads where I thought if Dobbs had kept it, he would have gained some yards. And I just thought he was off. For whatever reason, I didn't think he played very well.
All right, looking at this, the other areas that seem to score well, again, I think everybody else went with the average there, may have been averaged out the linebackers. But the defensive line with a couple of 1s from Sterling and Daniel. Sterling, tell me, you don't usually give 1s, 1 for the defensive line.
You know, we've got a lot of talent at that position, I believe. And, you know, there were plays that were left on the field that they are capable of making. And they just happen to happen in key times. And if those plays were made, I think the game is different.
Okay, and see, I looked at it. We're going to go back and forth all day.
Let's go.
I thought the defensive line played better yesterday than they did against Bowling Green. Got a little bit more pass rush. They didn't make the tackles, but most of those missed tackles came in the fourth quarter when they've been on the field the entire game with no help from the offense. I thought they did very well against the run in the first half. Yes. I thought the D-line showed improvement from game 1 to game 2. I understand they fell apart in the fourth quarter, but Jimmy, they didn't have a real deep rotation of D linemen that they were using yesterday.
No, going into the fourth quarter, I counted 3 defensive tackles at play. Danny O'Brien was suspended. They put Khalil McKenzie in the fourth quarter. I don't think he played that many snaps. There were also times when Tennessee in some pass situations put Barnett and Majid at defensive tackle. There were actually at one time it was 3rd and 3, and Majid was a defensive tackle, and Oklahoma ran it for success. But I thought the defensive line, with the defensive tackle situation, I do think they tired in that fourth quarter.
David, anything you see on that board stands out to you?
I gave a 1 for the offensive line. If that's a 3, we win the game. Earlier in the game, they're changing the line of scrimmage. Maybe Oklahoma was being a little bit vanilla, but later in that game, they're moving around. Guys are stunting, slanting. It doesn't matter. Just run your angle. Don't let color cross your face, and do what you were doing earlier in the game and move that guy off the ball. And we get a couple yards and keep drives alive and win that game.
Chuck, how's it total out this week compared to last week over there?
Well, I mean, you can see the difference here, 92 and a win. 92 on this and then 158 from last week. So obviously, to me, the some of the key areas we're looking at the offense. To me, that's what you did, especially in the second half when you couldn't get first downs. Pearl was pointing out when you showed the number of plays, Tennessee needed more plays.
Yeah, agreed. All right. Did also want to point out, I think the secondary deserves a little credit because you now see that Bowling Green's a pretty good team. They threw for 600. They gained about 700 yards on Maryland. Quarterback threw it all over the yards, 6 touchdowns. So the Willie Martinez being out last week, and I think you can look back and say, yeah, that was pretty big. But then also a disappointing thing from last week. Asked on the show, were those punt returns a product of Tennessee or just Bowling Green being bad? Judging from yesterday, it was just Bowling Green being bad in punt coverage. We're going to have to see more from Tennessee's punt return unit. When we come back, your questions. Our VFL is going to answer some of your tweeted questions. We still have quick slants to go. We still have Chuck versus Pearl to go. Come on back on the Sports Source.